Live from Dodger Stadium, MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here on the hill and coming off a great start, Roki Sasaki.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Mason Wynn stands in now and watches strike one.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the catch for the out. Sasaki was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Bottom of the first. Here's Kyle Tucker.
For the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. And a quick out, number one.
Batting second, second baseman, Hassan Kill.
Welcome back to the ballpark
Leading off
as we
for
check
Miami,
out the current
shortstop,
playoff
Mason
picture.
Wynn.
Sasaki back to work. Swing and a miss.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And strike two.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Next pitch way upstairs.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The shortstop takes the ball. And they'll do it again. Strike three. It's a strikeout for Roki.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black.
Now
Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
First and second, one out. Wynn digs in now. Bowl for two in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Ball.
And they're all loaded up.
That's ball four.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Now batting,
and walked the hitter.
shortstop,
Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The pitch. Grounder might be two. One at second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
One out, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Mason Wynn.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Right side. Tucker should have it. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. 0 for 3 in this one. And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Here's your 1.
I got 1 ball,
1
1
out,
strike.
base is empty. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Chop to the left side. Slinging it to
He's
first
out.
in time.
now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Miami Marlins. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Paul Blackburn. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well
Batting
aware
second.
of that. For him,
Shortstop,
he's got to just not
Mason
press and
Wynn.
go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
This to third, handled by Machado. And he can't come up with it.
Batting third.
Back to the top of the lineup. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Richie Robinson. Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 away.
Up next for the Padres, shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
Next to hit,
Up
Mason
next
Wynn.
for the Marlins,
We talk about guys with
shortstop
good speed,
Mason
and definitely
Wynn.
he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Lopez off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball 2. 2 balls.
Well, you've got to
1 strike.
establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That one misses. And now 3-1. 2 outs. Smash down the left field line. And it stays fair. Lopez headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but
Number
you'll take
45.
that swing and that result every time.
So the batting order turns over. So here's the Padres DH, Richie Robinson. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard. To third, tag, got him.
Now batting.
And now Mason
Now batting.
Wynn.
Shortstop Mason Wynn.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go
ball,
deep
2
right
strikes.
there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Salas gathers, throws to first, out. 2 away now after the drop third
Now
strike.
batting. Shortstop
1 down.
Mason
And now
Wynn.
Mason Wynn. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And that one sliced foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Hard hit left side. Zips it across, and that is that. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Padres 6 and the Marlins 4. And this one ends with a final score of 6. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Miami Marlins. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Runner.
Cronenworth runs. Strike in there. And
He's
safe.
in there. He's safe.
It's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He circles the bases. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something.
Now
but
batting,
really,
left fielder,
it's just a stroke of luck that it stays
Conforto.
fair long enough.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Now batting,
Oswald
shortstop,
Peraza will hit
Oswald
next.
Peraza.
He's already homered here in this one. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
Now
Off the
batting,
bat, it was headed for the
second
gap
baseman,
all the
Luis
way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those
Up
as you
next
take your
for
first
the
couple of
Marlins,
steps out of the box. You
shortstop,
know you've got some real
Oswald
estate to run on.
Peraza.
It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Peraza up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
2 balls,
The
2
shortstop
strikes.
takes the ball. Now that's smacked to right center. And there's a hit. And his hot hitting continues.
Now batting,
They kept him in the yard that
second
time,
baseman,
but all he's
Luis
doing now is passing the baton,
Acuna.
and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here comes Manny Machado. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what,
Acuna, the throw to second. How about that double play?
they made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And we're back. Digging in, Richie Robinson.
leading off for San Diego, catcher number 45.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses across to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. 2 outs, base is empty. Oswald Peraza getting ready to hit. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. There's a strike. 95 of that one. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Slap the other way, foul. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. 3-2. Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. So here's the lefty, Braxton Garrett. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. And we'll take 2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. Hit hard on the ground to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that'll do it. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third. So it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Now
So digging in, Dylan Cruz, 1 for 2. That one ripped. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now Machado up here. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Cruz on the move, heading back. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 outs, runner on first. Dylan Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That was straight queso right there.
And there's the strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Cronenworth, the next to hit. This one in the air, center field. Cruz makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay to third, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, Max Meyer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like
well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting the nod for the White Sox, Charles Connolly. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. The difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air, center field. Scott makes the catch. 2 away. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Victor Scott. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Pitch misses inside. 1-1. Base knock, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And there's a hit. So the lineup flips over, and stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. He's 2 for 2. That one fouled off. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here is Chris Newell.
Right fielder, Chris Newell.
Oh, 1 down. And that one hammered. That's back there. Off the sculpture, it's a home run. That did some damage. He sends it out of here. It's It's 5-2.
Now batting, center
Back to the
fielder,
top of the lineup,
Victor
Scott, the next up for the
second.
Marlins. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Center field. Fletcher under it. And it's caught for the out. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. And it hits the fence. And he's into second with nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
1-2.
That one 95 to finish him off. And the Marlins down quiet.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they...
Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog, and normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill, the big righty, Matt Manning. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, but he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And that one fouled off. Alvarado, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting.
And here is
second
Sosa
baseman,
to the
Edmundo
plate.
Sosa.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Benintendi makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame. You know, these Marlins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs. Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
2 down, nobody on. Inside, just missed. Ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. Gathers and throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
That was a great.
Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in, Brian Ramos. In the air out to center. Cruz grabs it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. And there's 2 away. And now the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one fouled off. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Murphy is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The final